Okay. Good evening, folks. It's Arknolia, the Doctor, episode 53, I think it
Two.
is. Yeah. 252?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, because I remember we did a 52 back in, I think it was something like, I think it was a while back, a couple weeks back there.
Yeah, okay, because I'm looking at your channel now, and the last one you have up is 51.
Oh, it should be it. Well, I know one of the ones we did was a mixture. I think it was me with Real Spuck TV included on it as well. I had to look in the description there. I think it was. Let me see if I could find it here. Sorry about this, folks. Here.
It's
Okay.
okay.
All right. So let's see what we got here. I gotta go to open up a other damn tab here. And I know it's 51 we already did because when I
Oh,
had the
yeah.
yeah it was yep yeah it's because like I said I included it with Real Spuck TV and my simulcast with those guys. And I think it was, let's see here. I got to go to my channel here. Excuse me for a second here, folks. Okay, let's see what we got here. And, Bullseye is at work, so we can't join in, unfortunately. Dang gummit.
That's okay.
All
We
right,
can do it with.
all right. All right, so it's us right now for the time being. I guess, Art YR, as we mentioned before we went live, is GONE, gone, and Keith doesn't really want a part of this show in the world because he's not really into the classic rock. He's more into bands like Breaking Benjamin, Seether, those kind of bands there. But Bozy just messaged me saying that maybe a little bit later, you know. So definitely, possibly, I could probably get a hold of Minnesota Vikings fan and possibly do our drama show, Dirty Brown Eye Drama, later on this evening. There, we'll have to wait and see there. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that I'll probably skip because I'm not really into the drama thing.
I know. Well, it's kind of like the drama related with the Joe Cronin there, 'cause that's some of that Bozy showed me there, but we'll skip that until later on. Okay. Now let me look it up here. Yeah, it was blah 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 blah. Yeah, it was yeah, it was. You're right. It is episode 51 there. Son of a name goat. So I got to change it on the title there. My bad, folks. My bad.
No sweat.
All right there. All right, so what do we got for us today? More
We're going to
acts.
talk more 70s various rock artists,
Yep.
and we'll probably touch a few 80s ones. A
Yeah.
lot of times it gets kind of hazy for me.
Ah, yeah.
And we're at the P's that I have. But before we get into those, I don't think we discussed Head East.
You know what? I don't think we ever did. I only know that one song they did.
Never been any reason.
Yep, absolutely. That got played on a lot of rock. You sometimes get played on some of the classic radio stations. I know that was played heavily in the one back in Detroit many times there, along with "Can't Get
Yep.
Enough of Your Love."
Yeah, and they also had another song called "Get Up and Enjoy Yourself,"
Mm.
which was a pretty decent song too.
No, I don't think I've ever heard that song. But then again, like I said, knowing how radio are, they always go for that one particular song.
Yeah, that particular song opened with a very neat bass riff.
Mm. Interesting there. A lot of it's not interesting there. I think just bass players just play the songs, blah blah blah. But they could also contribute it a lot more. I mean, like for example, Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead. He used to play his bass guitar like a rhythm guitar, distortion pedal at all, at all.
Yeah, and then you had John Entwistle.
John, oh yeah, the ox. That Jocko Palmas. So what's his last name there?
Who?
The Jocko. His name is Jocko, and I forgot his last name, but it starts with a P and it ends with an S. It's unpronounceable, but he was like a major influence. He played with the band Weather Report back in the
Yeah,
70s there. And I guess he was one of the influences for the current bass player from Metallica, Robert Tehorio, I think his last name is pronounced. In fact, there was a documentary that came out not too long ago, which Robert was the executive producer or producer of that particular movie there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and Head East, we discussed that. I remember one of our neighbors had the album, which it came from, called Flat as a Pancake. And it had
Yeah.
the members of the band on the back cover there eating all these pancakes at all these diners there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a pretty decent album. Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna say I had that album, but heck, I used to own 4 or 5 thousand,
Wow. Oh,
and
you could
had
have
at
bought.
least that many CDs.
Oh, wow. You could open your own record store when you think about it there.
Well, I sure helped somebody when I went around and sold them off.
Oh, wow. Wow, something there. It's kind of funny. I left all my vinyl collection back in Michigan there, and I'm still trying to rebuild some of my collection up there. But the thing is, most of the stuff I have are all usually on my MP3s there. So the point
Yeah.
that in a lot of ways is like if I were to buy a vinyl album, make sure it's something that I don't have on my MP3 that I could play on my record player there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the first group in the Peas is Pablo Cruz.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. You know what? That song, "What You Gonna Do," it still gets
Yeah.
played on a lot of radios. Usually on this, usually gets played on the loudspeakers at various supermarkets, whether it's Walmart, Myers, Kroger's, Walmart's out there. This it still gets played a lot. I know it was played a couple times there on some jazz station that I remember back in Southeast Michigan there. Even though "Love Will Find a Way," that was a good one from
Yep.
them as well.
A Place in the Sun.
Yep. Yep.
And the one I sent you was an instrumental that actually showed up on some sports show.
Oh wow.
0 to 60 and 5.
Ah, I remember that. Yes.
Pretty neat little instrumental.
Yes. A lot of people don't only know those main songs of the band, but like we
Yeah.
said, you need to go deeper, folks. Very,
Yeah,
very
sometimes
deeper.
you'll be surprised at what you find when you go deep.
Absolutely there.
Yeah, next one I had was Paper Lace.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the band that
The
did The
Night
Night
Chicago
Chicago
Died.
Died. And is
And they
that
also did a
what's the
they
story
also,
about that song there? I was always wondering, was that based on a true story or something like that?
I think
Some
it was based on Al Capone trying to take over Chicago, and
Ah, I see there. During the Great Depression there,
yeah,
the Untouchables period there.
yep, yep. Pretty good song actually.
Oh
And they
yeah.
also did a cover of Billy Don't Be a Hero.
Yeah. Who originally did that song? What was that
Bo
group?
Donaldson and the Haywoods.
What is the story behind that song? I've heard about it so many times as a teenager, but I didn't know where to look or find that in your record store there.
Well, generally it's about a boy that got drafted, and the young girl told him, "Hey, Billy, don't be a hero. Come back and marry me."
Ah, I see there.
And of
Please go
course,
back.
then Billy had to be a hero, got killed, and
Oh wow. Because you gotta be. That's when you're drafted in the army or navy. You have to be a hero instead of some schmo sitting in the back doing nothing.
yeah, yeah.
So
But
it's
basically, that song was about her losing a guy that she told, "Hey, be careful,"
yeah.
and he wasn't.
Wow. Yeah, you got to do that when you're on going when you go to battle. You got to plan things ahead of time there so you don't get wiped out.
Yeah, it's a good listen.
So it's kind of like another anti-war song.
Yeah, in a way, it really is.
Mm.
I mean, it's not a blatant anti-war song, but it's definitely an
But it's
anti-war song.
related to the anti-war theme.
Yeah, there was a lot of those in the 70s and
Uh,
60s,
I see there. Yes.
especially the late 60s.
Yeah. A lot of times at the six. I guess some of the performers like Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, and of course all the Grateful Dead. Of course the
Country
Jefferson
Joe and the
Airplane.
Fish.
Yeah, they were trying to end. They figured they could end the Vietnam War by performing music, so the hi hats in the White House would pay attention to. Hey, listen what their song. Listen what they're trying to say. You know what? These guys are making sense. Maybe we should stop the war. But the thing was, because most of the people in the White House at the times were the conservative crowd, and the conservative didn't want to listen to anybody who was not like them at that time. And I guess that explains why some of the former hippies who now who runs these courses in colleges and everything else out there, still holds a grudge against the conservative Republican Party.
Yeah, 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 the whole thing was just kind of weird, I suppose.
Yeah. They were trying to change the landscape with music, but sadly, it's going to take more than music, folks.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that still going on,
Yeah,
where everybody's trying to change the world. It's almost
absolutely.
like nobody wants to leave things like they are, which you really don't want to do that anyway, but
Yeah, because
not to the point
yeah,
of,
but yeah, but also you got to remember that some things. I don't know. Some people don't really want to pay attention to what the others have to say because they're so focused on their own beliefs as well.
yep, yep,
And
yeah.
that's what it's kind of like with both sides at this point in time.
Well, the next artist I actually could have made a list for, but I didn't.
Mm.
Pat Benatar.
Oh yeah, but we do. But there's a long list with her. That's for sure. There,
A lot of pretty big hits by that
a
lady.
lot of big hits. I think the last one she had was a thing called that was in 19. It was a blues number called, I think it was True Love or something like that.
Yeah,
It was a bluesy number there. And I guess that was the last time we heard of her. I guess she went away for a while. Now she's back touring, doing shows.
yep.
And it's now billed as Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo, her husband of how many years.
Well,
From the very beginning, they were an item when she first started her career.
yeah. I would have asked anybody to chat to name songs, but I only see Ronald Booth in your
Yeah,
chat.
I know. It's like that, Well, we got
Hello,
five.
Ronald.
Hey, what's up, Ron? How's it going, dude? There. Yeah, so. All right, so who do we have next on the list, dude?
Let's see. How about Peter Cetera?
Oh, yeah, the former frontman of Chicago.
Yeah, he had a solo career. Not much of one, but he had
I
one.
know, yeah. He was, I guess so. He released this solo record in 1986 after his departure from the group, and he had only two songs, "The Miracle Love" for the second Karate Kid movie there, and also who do we have calling me? And what do we blah blah blah? Oh, it's Bozy, sweet. I'll tell you what, I'll add you to the call, dude, and okay here. Hold on, let me take Bozy's call there, and I'll get you back. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, dude. Why is it not responding, bro? Give me a break, dude. Okay, Bozy? Are you there? Oh.
Hello. Not
Hello?
me.
Okay. I'll add, son of a name gold. Let me add Bozy and see if I can do it now, man. There you are. Bozy, what's up, dude?
Nothing much. Hey, am I blocked in your chat?
No, you're not blocked, though. In my chat on the YouTube there? No, you're not.
Yeah, I tried to send a message saying hi, and it's
Oh,
not
okay.
letting me send it.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the heck is up with that, but um, I don't know what is
Yeah,
up going on here. But and there's definitely you're not blocked at all, man. Definitely.
right. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. There might be something
Your
someone
voice.
chatting.
Oh, okay. Something's going on there.
Something's going on.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, there you are. Yeah, I got Ark back on the online here, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you said something's going on, I guess. In my what's in it? You said it's in my chat. 'Cause I didn't hear it quite clearly because your voice was breaking up a little bit there.
Well, there's really not much at all going on in your chat except for Ronald and
Yeah, I know.
Almighty One.
Yeah, it's true. But then again, that's the kind of YR thing. He was always bringing some of his people on to the whenever he would appear on. Some of his fan base would come on to our side just as well there and contributed to the chat as well there.
Well, I don't mean to be kind of mean and hateful, but I find it hard to believe he has a following.
Now, well, and there's some people who love the bullshit that he spews out, unfortunately.
Weird.
Yep. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up. I can't really talk much because I'm still at work.
Okay, there.
How
What
do I-
time? Tell you what time do you get off for work tonight, dude?
Well, 2 hours at least.
Oh, 2 hours. So they'll be a little bit after 6 Central here. So about 8
Yeah.
p.m. you'll be done, I guess, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Okay, there. Definitely. Around that time or 8:30, I will definitely hit you up and we'll discuss the thing that we didn't really get to touch up on that.
Well, I'll be done yeah, around over
Okay.
here at Arizona. I'll be done around 6 o'clock. So
All right. So you're in the Pacific time zone, I guess it is.
No,
No?
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain. I think. Oh, really?
You are?
I thought
Oh,
you were in Rocky Mountain.
yeah,
Whatever that one in the middle is called.
I'm thinking Mountain Time. Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
the Central Time. You know, we are in the Central Time zone. We have the Mount and gets in the Pacific. If I'm correct there again.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's like mainly California, Nevada, Washington,
Yeah, because
Idaho, and
because I
Oregon.
remember Bailey Smoked Rudolph who used to do shows. So he would around this time it'd be about around the 4 p.m. over there, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
All right, sir. So definitely, Bullseye, I'll definitely hit you up, and we'll take it from there and discuss a lot more that we didn't get to talk about on Ken's program last Saturday. There, Bullseye. Oh,
He must already be
he's
there.
there. He's muted.
There he is.
He's unmuted there. He muted himself there.
Yeah. So what was going on?
Well, we were.
We're basically talking music, but I've been listening a little bit here and there of the other stuff to some degree.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we was gonna, like I said, we were gonna touch on. Want to ask about that thing that you put in the Skype chat on this Saturday evening during Kemp's program that night about Joe Cronin saying, "Stop with the bullshit." There.
oh yeah, I have time to explain that real quick. Actually,
Yeah.
you know, if you have the time.
Yeah. I
Okay,
definitely have
let
the
me
time
just-
to.
Yeah. All right. Since it's short time and we could just get this out of the way,
Yeah.
let me go to the group call. Just wait up for a second.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. So it'll be okay. And I've got some more people on the chat here. Shout out to
So-
Almighty. Go ahead.
So you see that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
So this is Joe Cronin attempting to respond to you not liking his suicide jokes. So what I'm guessing is that he went back in time to previous videos, took some of the old videos, clipped it, and made it seem like you were just making death threats. Do you want
Oh
to?
my gosh.
Now, do you want to explain that little part of what back then of what you were talking about and who you were talking about when you were saying I'm going to shoot people?
Well, let me.
'Cause-
Well, I'm trying to remember which video that he got it from because I made so many videos. It's hard to keep track. I guess I got to look on there and find out which one it is there. Because I made about, let's see, way over almost 900 videos when you look at it there. So I gotta look it up there. All right.
Sorry, I got a manager explaining me something.
Okay, there.
But either way, this is just this is all I can say right now. Actually,
Okay.
so I gotta go.
All right. I'll definitely hit you
Okay.
up later
I'll
on.
come back to you
Definitely.
as soon as possible.
Okay,
I'll
there.
come in-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there. Bullseye, ladies
right.
and gentlemen, he had to drop by. We had to discuss a little something here.
Which I guess you can cover on your drama show.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'll probably get a hold of either Minnesota Vikings fan later on this evening, or and of course Bullseye, of course, here.
Yeah. Next one I got after Peter Cetera, who basically was for the ladies
Mm.
for the most part.
Ah.
He sang those kind of songs.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the kind of the stigma that the band Chicago had to go through for many years there.
Yeah.
They tried to,
Next,
because they one time made a record there without any ballads. It was a more jazzy, more uplifting kind of stuff there. And the record company hated it.
yeah, yeah. Of course, the record company wants nothing but
The hit stuff there. That's how they look at things. They want the things that bring in the viewers. It has to be ballads. It has to be this. It has to be dance music. It has to be this. We know what is right. Yeah. How come you didn't make it big on the concert circuit, bro?
yep. Next one I got is a name you're probably familiar with,
Yeah.
and I think we've actually discussed him before. Pete Townsend.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The singer guitarist from The Who. He released a lot of solo records there. One of my favorites from him was actually two of them. All the Best Shot Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes and Empty Glass from 1980. I had that record there. I loved the song.
Yeah,
Yep. Rough Boys, that was a classic there.
yeah. He had a lot of stuff that was
Yeah,
definitely decent. Well, heck,
it
he
was.
wrote about half the Who songs.
Yeah, absolutely. He was basically the bulk of every Who song out there he wrote, when you look at it there.
Yeah, and he also had a project that a lot of songs ended up on Who albums called Lighthouse.
Lifehouse, yeah, that was. I guess,
Lighthouse.
yeah. I'm not too sure what the concept about that, but that was what originally Who's Next was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a another concept album following Tommy, and I guess
Yeah,
I don't know what the story was or what it was abandoned or they put it aside, but they took the songs they recorded for the Lifehouse project and therefore became Who's Next.
yeah, and there's a couple other songs. One of my favorites by them, Pure and Easy,
Mm-hmm.
was taken from them and kind of tacked on to Who's Next on the re-release.
Ah, yeah, that's an extra track, I guess.
Yeah, but he's definitely worth a listen. Um, then after that, I have a group called Pierce Arrow,
Mm.
and I sent you a clip of them.
Ah,
A song called Hot Summer Nights.
oh, nice. Yeah, I remember that there.
And then, of course, the infamous Pilot.
Oh yeah, the band Pilot.
Right.
Mm.
The song Magic, which we all
Ooh,
know
it's
now as
magic. The old
which we all
Sarah
know as Ozempic.
Ozempic song. Oh, it's Ozempic. Give me a break, dude.
Yeah. Sad to be remembered like that now.
Yeah, no, it's like people just don't know which is which there.
Yeah, both those bands were one-hit wonders for the
Yeah,
most part.
yeah.
Because I don't think Pilot did anything else that got released as a single or did well or whatever. Next one had several. A group called Player.
Oh yeah, we know this group. The one that the clip you sent me was a pretty damn good clip. It was called "Love in the Danger Zone," and it's a pretty good song there for those who want to check it out on YouTube there. But this is the band that was known for that one song, "Baby Come Back" from '77 or '78,
Yeah.
and it was one of the big all-time big hits there. It was probably I guess you could call them a one-hit wonder when you think about it there, because I know they released any other records after that one record there. The album that
Well,
we're speaking of was
Love
called
in the
Danger
Danger
Zone.
Zone was a single, did okay, but and
Not
they
as
had another one, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, but don't forget it was about people always go for the song, the one we mentioned, "Baby Come Back." That was the main one
Right,
there.
right. People, for some reason, when you name a group, gravitate toward one song. Not all groups, but a lot of groups. They get stuck with the label of, oh, the group that did this, and that's the only song people ever talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like Percy Sledge. Do we know any other songs from him other than "When a Man Loves a Woman"?
right. And the next
Precisely.
group I'm going to name had several albums, but people will only remember one song. That's Point Blank.
Oh my gosh. The one you just sent me was called
Nicole.
Nicole. Yeah, that was from 1981. That was played a lot of times on the Detroit
Yep.
radio around
Yep.
that period there.
Great song, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Good song there. I guess it's a song about some girl named Nicole doing something wrong, and the singer's like calling her out for it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And again, like I've mentioned before, in the 70s and 80s, there were a lot of one-hit wonders for the most part.
A lot of
I don't
bands.
know why.
I don't know why. I don't know. It's just one of those. You could probably call it the one-hit wonder period of music around that area there.
Yeah. Next guy that I'm going to mention only had one song that I remember, so I guess he's a one-hit wonder.
Yep.
And you probably don't even know the song, R.B. Greaves.
R.B. Greaves. I don't think I heard of this guy.
He did a song called Take a Letter, Maria.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I had some sheet music for guitar, and one of the songs listed there they were supposed to play was that particular song there. And I did hear the recorded version of it a couple of times there. It's like a little poppy song there. I guess it came out in the
Yeah.
60s.
It's about a guy that caught his wife cheating and decided he was going to leave her. And, oh, by the way, I like you, Miss Secretary. Maria.
Yeah, we've seen that happen many times in storylines. Absolutely there.
Yeah. And then another one, the subject matter on this one's kind of ambiguous, but I think I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Ardeen Taylor.
And the
He
song
did a
there,
song called Indiana Wants Me.
Indiana Wants Me.
Yeah, Lord, I can't go back there.
Oh.
Apparently he killed somebody that dissed his woman,
Oh wow.
and he can't go back there because he's a wanted man or
Oh,
something
I
like
see
that.
there. I see there. I can't go back
It's an
where it
interesting
happened.
song, but again, it's kind of a one-hit wonder.
Ah, yeah. And how many times have we heard of people could talk about that in various drama movies or police dramas there?
Yep, yep. Then the next guy I got is Randy Newman.
Oh yeah, we know. I remember that song you sent me was his biggest hit there. Short People.
Yeah,
My
and a
sister.
lot of people took offense at that song.
I did. Yeah, oh yeah. Especially the short people. That's for sure there because it's something that I guess the song was an anti-shorty song there when you think about
Well,
it
it was
there.
a tongue-in-cheek song. I mean, yeah, I don't think he really meant, you know, that short people got no reason to live or whatever it was he said.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to make a point, to be quite honest.
You know. And I don't know because I knew a lot of short people in that time, and if they were to hear it, if that song were to come out today, no doubt it would be blasted. It would be
Yep.
totally blasted by all the SJWs, all these sensitive ones out there.
Yeah, because they're trying to censor a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I
they want it.
mean,
You know what? It pisses us off because it's rock and roll's. Come on, this is freedom of expression. We have the First Amendment. But yet these
and
people.
like I said, sometimes songs don't mean what you think they mean.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, but then again, like these SJWs, they don't want to pay attention. They feel that they're right and everybody else is wrong.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
again, I like to see them go back to the '70s when All in the Family was still on the air.
Oh gosh, that show wouldn't make it nowadays.
Absolutely, there. That would be all. I guess I can go on, but I'm not going to because it could take forever. And jeez.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that were around from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s
Mhm.
in the way of music, shows, everything else that would be blasted off the air,
Mhm.
and we would have basically nothing but the garbage we have nowadays.
Absolutely.
Because I guess people can't. Well, I was going to say
Can
can't take it,
they can't
or
they can't take a damn joke.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like I said, these songs don't mean what people think they mean.
Yeah, but they don't care. All they care about is their ideas, their beliefs, and their what they think it's supposed to mean.
Yeah, and the rest of you need to think like us.
Absolutely, they need to. If they want to shove their, that's what I'm going to say to these queef balls out there. You want to, you start thinking like us, me and Ark there, and every other older generation individual out there. Because believe us, we probably know a lot more than you idiots still out there. And I'm not speaking to, I'm speaking mostly to the ones who have their heads buried in the sand or up their asses.
Yeah. If you don't like a song, don't listen to it, but don't pull it off from everybody else.
Don't think that, but don't be like, oh, everything should be the way we want it to be. It should be the way we want it to be. No, it's not about all of you. It's about everybody else.
Yeah. Next one I get, I'm going to say it was a one-hit wonder, but actually they had a second hit. I just don't remember the name of it. Is Red Rider.
Oh my gosh,
Big one
that
being
song
Lunatic Fringe.
that song, massive hit on the old MTV, massive hit on the radio. You got to check out an album they put out in 1983 called Neruda. Light in the Tunnel, Power, Human Race, and of course the big hit from that record there, Can't Hold Back. What was it? Can't Turn Back. Dang gummit, I forgot the name of the song. It was Can't Turn Back or something like that. But it was a massive, big radio hit at that time there, from 1983. Definitely look it up.
Yeah, actually, a lot of these groups had a lot of songs that were good, but the radio would only play one or two.
Yeah, absolutely there. And of course, the guy the lead, the frontman of that group, Tom Cochran, he would later go have a hit on his own called "Life Is a Highway," which would later be redone by Rascal Flatts for the Disney Pixar movie Cars.
Yeah, yeah. Next one I got's an interesting one, and it's a group that you found out something about recently.
Yeah,
Redbone.
yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize who the heck they were, until I found it, until you showed me the. I only heard about it a couple of times there in the past there, and that you mentioned, and of course, it was actually, believe it or not, I didn't. I found out that they were Native American because of the intro abduction of that performance, which is taken from the Midnight Special, and me being part Cherokee, which is it's pretty interesting stuff there when you look at it there. Very interesting there because there are not many Native Americans in the rock and roll circuit there when you think about it.
There's another group, but I can't remember their name. That was Native American.
Mm.
But their big song, Redbone's big song was "Come and Get Your Love."
Yeah, that was the clip you sent me there.
And they did another one. I want to say the song was "Witch Queen of New Orleans," but I could be wrong.
Ah. All right.
Then you got Richie Havens.
Oh yeah, we know his. We remember him from the Woodstock performance of "Motherless Son," which everyone would say, "Clap your hands!" And everyone would just start clapping his hand. Everyone was clapping their hands towards that song. He had a funny way of playing that guitar when you think about it. There,
Yeah.
he would strum the shit out of it because there were a lot of marks from his pick when he would strum that guitar. You could tell. And he had a different way of holding the fretboard, I think it was.
Yeah. 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 He did a cover of a Beatles song. What was it?
Here Comes,
Here
the
Comes
Sun.
the Sun.
Yep, I remember that performance as well.
And yeah, he was very interesting.
Oh yeah, I found us with going back to Red Rider. The track I was we're looking for was "Can't Turn Back." It was from the album Neruda, and the album was named after the poet Pablo Neruda, and it was also featured on this season 2 episode of Miami Vice titled "Tale of the Goat."
Mm.
Good album there from that group there. I should highly recommend.
And next one I got is Richard Marx. Don't
Oh,
ask me what the song was. I don't
uh,
remember.
oh my gosh. There was a feel out there. He was one of those mom rockers, nothing, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yep. Mom liked him, so he must be a
Big,
whatever.
a big deal there. I know one of his right here waiting for you was one of his ballads there that often got played a lot on the soft rock stations there.
Yeah.
And his first big hit was a song called "Don't Really." I think it was called "Don't Really Matter." I think it was, but it featured Joe
That
Walsh.
sounds right.
Yeah, it featured Joe Walsh from the Eagles on slide guitar when you listen to it there.
Yeah, it's a guy I never really got into.
Neither have I.
He
Yeah.
kind of he kind of fell under the same, for me, the same umbrella as Michael Bolton.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's
They're
kind of
just
like,
soft
okay,
rock.
fine.
Soft rock with a little more edge, but rather more edgier than Michael Bolton when you think about it.
Yeah, yeah. The next guy actually is famous for a lot of reasons. Uh, guy by the name of Rick Derringer.
Oh yeah, we know him. His song, his album like All American Boy there. His song Rock and Roll
Yeah,
Hoochie Coo. He
yeah.
worked with Edgar and Johnny Winter in the past before there. He
And
contributed.
he opened up with the McCoys.
Yep,
His
absolutely.
first group when he was, I think, 16.
Yeah. And let's not forget, he contributed a lot to the wrestling album, which featured many of the WWF superstars around 1985. In fact, the song he's best remembered for that on that record for the song "Real American," which became the theme song for Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. And you mentioned Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, right?
Yes.
And two I sent you that are longer songs, but actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
One called Jump, Jump, Jump,
Yes, absolutely.
and another one called Loosen Up Your Grip.
Ah, there. And by the way, going back to the wrestling album, there's a picture of him in the control booth yelling at Rowdy Roddy Piper with his headphones on there at the microphone there. I guess it was for it's the back cover there they were doing this for there. It's kind of funny to look at there when you think about it there.
Yeah. Well, I just noticed I skipped somebody and didn't mean to.
You skip an artist?
Yeah, there's an artist called Prelude.
Hmm.
And the interesting thing about them was they did an a cappella version of After the Go Rush. I think I
Ah,
sent it
the
to you.
new. I think I don't recall. I think it maybe have did there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. Female lead. And like I said, it's an a cappella version of After the Go Rush. No instruments, the entire song, but it's great and it's beautifully done.
Ah, I see there. Pretty nice when you look at it there.
Definitely worth a listen.
Hmm. All right.
Let's see, get back where I was. Oh, yeah. Rick Springfield.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh,
his big one was Jesse's Girl.
yeah, but his
Actually, it's a pretty good
his
song.
big, yeah, that's still gets played on when these stations do these retro tracks from the '80s. There, that's the main one they go for. Other than that,
Yeah,
it's "Don't Talk to Strangers." And it's kind of funny.
right.
This guy was originally Australian, but there was a big scandal. Apparently, there was rumors popping out that his managers and was trying to pay off these radio stations to play his music there, and I guess Rick Springfield couldn't get away from that for a while, and it got to the point where he had to fire his managers for doing that. And apparently,
Yeah,
he later remerged, as Dr. Noah Drake on General Hospital back in the early '80s. There, he had but to do that, he had to go to. I guess he had to do something about his Australian accent. And here's something else. I don't know if you could find episodes of this cartoon series, Mission Magic. He would appear on many episodes of that particular show. You'll look it up on Google Images or on Google stuff there. But he was a big participant of that program. It was a
Wow.
cartoon show for kids, and he would pop in as another person. It was produced by Filmation, the same guys that did He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the Brady Kids, featuring the children of the Brady Bunch, and of course Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, and also those Archie Andrews cartoon series they had, like Bicentennial Archie, the Archie Show, you name it.
Yeah. And like I said, he wasn't bad. He had
Yeah.
some pretty decent songs.
Yeah.
Worth listening to anyway.
Yeah, it's true there.
Next one I got is Robert Cray.
We know this guy. He's like considered a blues great there. He had this one big hit song called, well, actually he had a couple of songs there.
Yeah.
Smoking Gun, Because of Me.
Yeah.
I guess
Uh,
so. I guess he had this his debut record. I had a couple records before that, but his first major label one, I think it was called Strong Provider. I think it was called.
sounds right.
I think so because what was kind of funny is that I would stare endlessly at that Fender Strat on the back cover there because at that time I was big on the Stratocasters.
Yeah. Is Because of Me also alternately titled Right Next Door, or is
I
that?
believe so. Yes, I remember. Yes, I
Yeah.
think it was. Yeah, it's been a long time. Remember, the last time I heard that song was back when it came out in 1986.
Yeah. Yeah. I was in a band that covered a couple of his songs, that being one of them.
Ah.
And let's see.
Mhm.
Next one I got is Robert John.
Oh my gosh. He had that one. I remember that one song he had, "Sad Eyes,"
Yeah.
from 1979 or 78. And it was the
Yeah.
first guy I ever heard who had such a high pitch during the end there of
Yeah.
that track.
Didn't he do a remake of The Lion
Bren-
Sleeps Tonight?
I don't know, but I remember he had this one cover of Bread and Butter, I think it was. Soon
Oh my
afterward.
gosh. Well, you want to talk about a high pitched voice?
Absolutely there. And then we all
The
talk about
newbies version.
now we all talk about the high pitched singers that like Rob Halford did, a couple of heavy metal singers did in the past. Some I may have forgotten. The singer from the band Steelheart, he had a high range, high pitched voice during that one ballad they had. I think it was "Never Let You Go." Man, that was
Yeah.
dude. You got to have balls of steel to hit those high notes. I remember Rob Halford saying in an interview not too long ago, if he tries to do that in his age that he is in now, his balls will drop right to the floor there.
Yeah, because you reach a point where you can't hit the notes you used to
Absolutely,
hit.
and it's old age. Then when you think about it, there, that's old age coming into play, folks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And next one I got is another relatively famous guy, uh, Robert Palmer.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, dude. He had a lot of. I remember the first time I heard of him was Doctor Doctor Bad Case of Loving You. That was from 1979.
And then you got Addicted to Love.
Oh yeah, that was the most overplayed song of his career. That's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
There, and we also cannot forget his contribution to that one of the two Duran Duran spin-off groups, the Power Station.
Yep. Yep.
Some Like That High, which, by the way, that whole album was a pretty damn good album there. Short,
Yeah,
but
it
pretty
really
damn
is.
good. It was. Him, John and Andy Taylor, and Tony Thompson.
Yeah.
The
Not a
drummer
bad
for-
album at all.
Yeah, what it is? It's absolutely. I highly recommend it there. It was like the light side of Duran Duran spin-offs. Of course, the dark one being Arcadia, as I
Yeah,
did a record review on that on my channel there.
yeah, yeah. And next one I got is kind of a famous guy you may have heard of,
Hmm.
Robert Plant.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You got to give it up to this game, man. I mean, Jimmy Page tried his best, to have the same kind of success he had with his somewhat solo career, and I guess he didn't do that well. So far, he only had one solo record. He also had the soundtrack to Death Wish 2 there, but
Yeah,
Robert
wasn't
Plant was,
that Sullivan Outrider or something like
yes, it
that?
was. It came out in 1988.
And he did something with Coverdale.
Yeah, the album Coverdale Page from '93 there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember the song Pride and Joy. It was like a big hit on the radio. It was a big thing for Z-Rock back then there.
yeah, and Shaking My Tree. Is that it?
Yep, Shaking My Tree. That was, yep, from '88 there. And from
Yeah,
what I heard from a couple people there back in Michigan, Page was jealous as fuck over Robert Plant's solo success because Robert Plant was coming out with some pretty damn good records there. Pictures at 11, still my favorite. I mean,
Tall,
the
cool
principal,
one.
yep, from '88 as well, which featured Page on lead guitar, by the way, which also sampled a lot of Led Zeppelin stuff there. I guess they figured a lot of these rappers and rap groups sample their music. They figured they could sample their own stuff there. I guess
Yeah,
that was the joke.
Big Log.
Big Log from '83 there. Good song there. Sixes and Sevens, Like I'd Never Been Gone,
Yeah,
Fat Lip.
yeah, there's a lot of pretty good stuff by him. And he
Absolutely.
did some stuff with
The Honey
what was
Drippers.
her name? Oh yeah, they did a great version of Sea Cruise.
Yep. And Sea of Love got played, still play.
Sea of Love, not
Yes,
Sea
that's it.
Cruise.
Yeah. That song got played massively. Remember that Pillow Talk love song program that
Yeah,
I mentioned back to this
yeah,
era
that
in
was
Detroit?
perfect.
That was played a lot on that program there.
Yeah, that was a great version of that song.
It absolutely was.
Yeah, and he also did some stuff with, I believe it was Alison Krauss.
Alison Krauss, yeah, that was back in the early 2000s there. I guess it was,
Yeah,
I don't know if it won a Grammy or was Grammy nominated, but it was very well received. And he turned out, I guess they tried to get Zeppelin back together after the O2 show reunion back in 2007 there, but Robert Plant turned that down. He wanted to move forward there because he doesn't want to, but doesn't really want to go back to the past a lot there. He feels that it's better to move forward
yeah,
and try new things other than press the rewind button.
yeah, yeah. He's basically the one that says, no more Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of it's because he can't even reach the notes anymore that he used to reach.
that's true as well there. I think another reason may have been, and I don't know if I'm correct on this or that, but apparently I guess he's kind of afraid of something happening to this member of the person or that member of the group because during the past few years of their existence, a lot of shit went down. I mean, Plant was involved in a car wreck. There was a guy I remember was out to kill Jimmy Page. Plant's son would die from a still unknown virus or illness there, and of course, John Bonham drinking himself to death at a Page's place there, which was, I understand, owned first by Aleister Crowley. In fact,
Yeah,
from what I don't know if this was true, but it's in the folklore, and most definitely, there was a story that Plant, Page, and Bonham visited a satanic priest, and I guess they signed some sort of a deal so they would have continuous success. They would, I guess,
mm,
multiple success, in the States and everywhere else. But when you sign a deal like that with, there's going to be a price to pay. Now, the only person that was
well,
not included in that was John Paul Jones, the arranger, bass player, and a keyboard player, which pretty much explains why also all the shit that I mentioned happened to all the other members except for Jonesy.
Yeah, yeah. Which, they didn't even really need to do that.
I guess they probably still don't want to talk about it to this day. I remember Paige, in a couple of interviews, refusing to discuss that particular subject.
Yeah, yeah. Next artist I got has 2 or 3 fairly big songs. Roberta Flack.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we know her big ones there. The one she did with Donny Hathaway called what's a?
Where's the love?
Oh yeah,
Where's the love?
Where's the
And
love
then
and
the one Killing Me Softly,
Kill Me
which
Soft.
is purportedly about Don
Whenever,
McLean.
oh yeah, which I understand. What's that other one she did with Donny Hathaway? I think it was called "The Moment I Get Close to You."
Oh, that that's not the title, but that's awful damn close. I just can't remember the name of it. More I See You, maybe?
Let me look it up again. There,
While you're doing that, I'll mention the other one,
Flack.
which was I forgot the name of.
The moment I'm next.
Oh,
to
First
you.
Time Ever I Saw Your Face.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was a risk.
Theoretically, the story is it's about her cat.
Oh wow.
I
Oh
don't
wow.
know that, but that's what I've heard.
That's a trip there. The closer I get to you. That's the name of the song.
What is it?
The closer I get to you.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And the album, it was from an album she did with Donny Hathaway, titled simply Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. It came out in 1972 on Atlantic
I
Records.
believe Donnie's gone.
Yeah, I think he did pass away. I don't know what year it was.
I think it's been a pretty good while, but I could be wrong.
Who knows? Let me look it up again, once again, if the computer will let me there instead of fumbling here.
But she has a nice, soothing voice.
Yeah, I know. I think she was one of the. I think she had a song called "They Set the Night to Music" with that singer Maxie Priest in the early '80s there.
Yeah.
Or mid '80s, I should say. I remember hearing that a couple times.
Yeah, the next one I got, I'll do that while you're looking things up.
Okay, he died in 1979. Donny Hathaway there.
Whoa, what? Didn't know it was that long ago.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was. I thought it was years earlier myself. And according to this, how did he die? Come on, there, Lewin. I hate when this does this. When it takes too long for me to click on something there.
I could be wrong, but I think it was drug related.
It should be popping up pretty soon, damn it, here. Yep, page unresponsive. We've got to wait till.
Oh, you got the.
That was my meter going. Let's see.
Yeah.
Does it say there what he died from? But I'm not going to worry about it.
No, probably not that important.
Divas Dave Rose is in the chat there. What's up, Dave? Care to join in on the program if you can? Want me to add you? And he contributed a lot to the Zeppelin topic that I mentioned there. Said Page owned a house at Loch Ness previously owned by Aleister Crowley. And he also said the story goes.
Told me the monster.
Oh yeah. Probably lived next to the monster, I guess. There. Yeah. Story goes that Crowley opened a portal and summoned a demon, but that never closed that portal. Hence, the place is cursed.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, next artist I got. I had to look up what the song was. Robin McNamara.
Robin McNamara.
McNamara.
McNamara. I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing that one.
Yeah. The
I have a
song
hard
title,
time. I have a hard time pronouncing last names. You have to excuse me, folks. Sir, a lot of times, sir.
the song that I had was one called "Lay a Little Lovin' on Me."
Hmm. Interesting.
Honey, doggone it, I depend upon it. So lay a little lovin' on me.
I see there. Yeah. Was like a sounds like a country hit, if I'm correct there.
No, it was pop.
Okay, there.
Of course, I don't know. Sometimes country claims things that don't sound country to me.
Yeah. Who knows there?
I think next one I got, I believe we've already discussed. In fact, I know we did because I did a list. But I'll mention him again because I like him.
Okay.
Robin Trower.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, oh, yeah. We all know the songs we did by heart. You know, the Bridges Size album, the album he did with Jack Bruce called BLT. It was Bruce
Yeah,
Trower and Bill Landon, his drummer there. And I forgot the name of the song, but it came out in 1980 there.
yeah. And then you had Two Rolling Stone, which is a great song.
Absolutely, one of the most powerful blues sections of that, which is the second half of that track there.
Day of the Eagle.
Absolutely, another good one there.
And one of my all-time favorites, the live version anyway,
Yeah.
Daydream.
Oh, nice.
That song is
And of course, we
just
cannot forget the album when we
smooth.
mentioned the we are, the album "In City Dreams" that my best friend Dennis recommended to me.
Oh,
He had a cassette of
yeah.
that song. That whole album, he had a lot of effects on that, flangers and stuff for his guitar on that whole album there. The song "Bluebird," as I mentioned, it was one of those songs that kind of puts you in tears because it was reminding me of someone in my past that I was missing.
Wow.
Yeah, very
But
touching
yeah,
song.
there's a lot of good material by this guy.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
can't forget "In This Place" from the Bridge of Sighs album just as well.
yeah,
Very
a little
powerful
bit of
ballad.
symphony.
Yep, absolutely. James Stewart, the frontman of that group, I guess he was also the bass player on a couple of their
Yeah,
albums.
and he's gone now.
Yeah, sadly there.
And let's see. Next, I got another pretty good guitar player, a guy by the name of Ronnie Montrose.
Oh yeah, he's who's no longer with us just as well. There, he played with the Edgar Winter Group. He had his band Montrose. We featured Sammy Hagar on their front man.
Right.
He was the guy who contributed Bad Motor Scooter for that record there, as well as Rock
Yeah.
Candy.
Yeah, he actually had at least one solo album, might have been more, but he did a instrumental version of the song "Town Without Pity,"
Ah,
the old Gene Pitney song. That's pretty
nice.
good.
And also, let's not forget the other band he put it together as soon afterwards called Gamma. They had a lot of
Yep.
radio air. They had a lot of radio airplay back in the southeast Michigan radio waves there.
Yeah. And the last one I got, we'll close off the R's and then we can
Yep.
start next time with the S's.
Yep.
And it's probably a song everybody in the world has heard of.
Yep.
Rupert Holmes, the Pina
Oh
Colada
my
song.
gosh, Escape from 1979. You know that song. I guess that song got a new rise in popularity when it was featured in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. There.
Yeah.
No.
And it's kind of a,
Kind of
it's an
kind of
interesting song.
It is an interesting song and an interesting subject. A guy that was bar aboard with his old lady there. He starts looking into want ads, to seek something outside of that. He finally meets the woman that interests in. They meet up at a restaurant. They finds out it's my old lady.
Yeah.
It
It's a great listen. You can sit there and
is.
listen to it and go,
It's
oh
like
my gosh.
it's something out of a sitcom or a romantic, one of those chick flick kind of movies there when you look at it there.
And it's a nice, catchy little song.
It is absolutely there.
But yeah, it's a, I guess in a way, a funny message.
Yeah, it is. Kind of thing when you think about it there. And where is Rupert Holmes now?
I don't know. And actually, I think that was his only hit.
I believe there was this. I know he had a somewhat minor follow-up with a song called "Him"
Yeah.
that came. I guess it was on the same record as the Pina Colada song was on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of these people that had what amounted to a one-hit wonder, but actually turned out to be other songs, but weren't. We could almost do an hour on, or we could easily do an hour on one-hit wonders.
Oh yeah, because we should probably one of these days. If we were to do all the one-hit wonders out there, it'd probably be about 2 or 3 hours, no doubt about that.
Yeah, and then we could do one on novelty songs and comedy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's lots of subjects to explore yet.
And and I'm still wanting to do this. You, I, and Dave Rose discussing all the great rock and roll that came from Canada.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, because there's a lot of Canadian artists out there that are definitely worth mentioning. Triumph, we don't hear from that much of them anymore, but back in the '80s, they were a big thing.
Bob Turner Overdrive.
Absolutely, the Guess Who.
Guess Who?
Yep. Lawrence Hudd, who was
Chilliwack.
Chilliwack, absolutely. The band Toronto. Remember
Yeah.
the song "Your Daddy Don't Know"? And they were the ones who originally recorded "What About Love" before Hart got a hold of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we could spend some time on that. And also, I think it was mentioned one time before that he wanted to discuss was it Omadon or Hergus Ridge?
It was Amadon by Mike Oldfield.
Right.
And we also got
to
we also got to discuss one of these days the instrumental artists out there like Mike Oldfield, Klaus Schulze, Tangerine Dream, the experimental genre there. Definitely, definitely, because I got
Young
lots to
Homer.
throw out from those two artists that I mentioned.
Weather Report.
Yep.
Of course, then you're getting into jazz.
Absolutely, yeah. They were like a jazz experimental group, I understand there.
I love the one album they did for sure. Damn, I can't remember the name of it. Had Birdland on it.
There was this one cook at a restaurant I work in Richmond, Michigan. He burned me a CD of an album called "Birds of Fire" by the John McLaughlin.
Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Yeah, it was. I heard.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
familiar with that.
yes. I was listening to that not too long ago. Once again on YouTube, there. What did he? It's pretty good stuff there when you look at it. There, I guess
When
him
we get
and
into
Carlo.
Prague, we may talk about them because they're
Absolutely,
very close to Prague.
I am jazz prog. I guess you could say there.
Yeah.
I guess
The
him
guy
and
was a
Carlos.
phenomenal guitar player.
Yeah, I guess him and Carlos Santana used to go to the same whatever it was. They did an album together called "Love, Devotion, Surrender."
Yeah.
I guess it was Sai Koraya. I do not know what this guy's name was, but they were both followers of this guy. You remember because Carlos later renamed himself Debadap Carlos Santana, and John McLaughlin renamed him some other name before his name there. I forgot what it was, let alone pronounce it.
Yeah.
But either way,
Yeah, I believe, if I remember right, he was what's the religion that they stand out in the airport trying to get people?
No, I don't know, Hindu?
Not Hindu. There's another name.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, that's it.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
think
is.
he was a Hare Krishna disciple, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was, yeah. I remember seeing a picture of George Harrison with a bunch of Hare Krishnas, and he was the only one here with the long hair, while everybody else, one of them
Yep.
was bald.
Yeah.
In fact, kind of funny, George Harrison remained Hare Krishna until his death in 2001.
Wow. Yeah. But I guess on the next episode, we'll start with the S's
Mm-hmm.
and see how far we can get.
All right.
And then
Definitely.
after we do that, we'll decide, okay, do we want to go? Well, I guess it depends.
To the T's.
We've got, no, I mean, next subject after we get through the alphabet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking maybe we want to do something on the one-hit wonders,
All right.
and then maybe after that, well, we can plan it as we go, I suppose.
Yeah.
But we can do the novelty stuff along with comedy. We'll put the two of those together,
Okay, there, definitely.
and then we'll move into Prague, which is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, there's lots to cover there. We got a lot of good names to mention on that subject.
Yeah, and if Dave is up to it, somewhere in all that mess, we'll stick a Canadian
Dave, if
one.
you're still listening, man, we invite you to be a participant on these particular discussions. There, definitely, we'd like to have your input on this, on these, I should say.
Yeah, because I know that might as well, since one of the things I listened to, Wire claimed that he was going to get dropped for Dave or Ken,
Mm. Dropped
which
by.
is interesting because there was no plans in place.
Yeah.
But sometimes people, I don't know.
Well, YR doesn't even have his own channel no more. I don't know, but like I said, I don't know if it was in private or was he deleted it or whichever the fuck. But he's
Well,
gone.
to be honest, I don't care.
All right. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's gone. All right. So
That's my reaction to the drama. I don't care.
All right. I guess we'll leave it alone at that there. So this coming Thursday, we'll definitely do our show at about 5 p.m. Central, and because Real Spug TV I will later go on at 6 p.m. Central there. So, and I'm hoping this time we'll have a better discussion that we had the last time there, because it wasn't really that up to par, you know. I mean, bring up some good subjects there. I'm hoping to save the Scunty situation there for either this coming Thursday or the show that me and Vikings fan do called Dirty Brown Eye Drama. I still haven't decided. I have yet to text Minnesota to find out.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I guess then we're done.
All right then, and and I'm also looking forward to getting a hold of Bozy to discuss more of this thing about what Joe Cronin was trying to talk about me regarding giving up the bullshit, because I was trying to find that video that he took clips from, and I couldn't even find it there. Dude, I made so many clips. I gotta look at how many damn clips I have made for my channel there, because the last time I checked it was about 860 there. Let me go on here. It's going to take a while. Like I said, my computer blows when it comes to loading up shit there. Let me hear there. Let's see. Let's go here. I should be coming up soon here. I'm going to look how many videos I got here. I have about 887 videos. Wow. So I got a lot to look at there. And I guess this will be about 888, I guess you could say, after it's done here. All right, so that'll be it for the time being there, up until this coming Thursday. And shout out to everybody who was watching this evening. I hope you have a great Monday evening. And for Arknolia and myself, this has been episode 52 of Arknolia and the Doctor, Music Memories. You guys have a good one, all right?
Bye now.
All right, bye-bye, everybody. All right, there.